We're a group of high school students, and we are here to inform you about marine debris. We believe it's important since the ocean is a wonderful thing, and we should all be able to enjoy it.
When people don't dispose of their trash properly, it can end up in the ocean. Currents enable this trash to be carried all around the world. Trash thrown or dropped in the streets and on sidewalks may not seem to be going to the ocean, but due to wind and runoff from heavy rains, trash can end up in the sea.
Entanglement causes animals to choke, and small pieces of plastic cause birds to mistake them for plankton and other small particles, and they pick them up and they feed them to their young, and their young fill up on the particles and plastic and are not receiving the proper nutrients they need to grow and survive, so many of the young birds are dying because of small particles of plastic.
Marine debris can be harmful to the environment in many ways. Like, for one, plastic can be confused with the plankton system, and when you think about how many animals eat plankton, it'll eventually travel up the food chain and can affect many different things.
When trash is thrown into the ocean, it becomes part of the food chain, and since we and the rest of marine life are part of the food chain, we can end up consuming the trash as well.
Not only does marine debris affect what we eat and what we're harvesting from the ocean, but it also affects what we see at the ocean. Like, as in beachcombing or any of that, it's sort of just picking up old marine debris, but it's also pretty displeasing to see that kind of stuff.
When you go to the beach and there's all kinds of plastic junk all over the place, and netting and possibly dead animals caught in the netting on the beach. It doesn't make you want to go to the beach and swim. Yeah.
The fishing industries are greatly affected by marine debris. When fish eat plastic, wraps, and other type things, they will die, and the fishing industries will have nothing to fish. Ergo, the fishing industries would fail. Also, plastic and other marine debris can get caught inside ships' propellers and ruin it for the ship, and taking the ship out of commission. So marine debris is bad for fishing companies.
This is the marine debris we found at North Island. Some glass, about to last up to 300 years. Aluminum cans can last from 200 to 500 years. Styrofoam can last for 50 years. Cardboard can last for 2 months. And plastic, which makes up 90% of all floating marine debris, can last pretty much forever.
We kayaked to North Island near Cordova, Alaska to conserve fossil fuels and look for marine debris. When we got there, we searched the island and picked up whatever garbage we found.
I enjoy about marine debris collecting, and recycling, is that you're not putting on an orange vest and walking around with a stick with a spike in the end of it and picking up garbage on the street and having everybody stare at you. It's more, you get to go enjoy nature and look at great scenery sort of like this and see all the stuff that you're actually preserving and helping, not just, pavement, kind of boring and repetitive.
I enjoyed enjoying nature and helping clean up the environment at the same time.
What I enjoyed best about the project was going through the woods and looking for the trash and marine debris. I also liked helping the environment, knowing that I'm actually doing something for it. What affected me most about picking up trash on North Island was that most of the trash was really hard to get to, so if someone was just there, they probably wouldn't pick it up unless they were actually there to get it. So if someone didn't come along looking for trash, they probably wouldn't have found it, and it would have stayed in the environment.
What affected me most when we were picking up trash on North Island was the fact that some of the stuff is really old, and that marine debris can be very old and still last for a really long time, and it's still like whole and disgusting and bad for the environment. I mean, it was just awful.
What impacted me the most was finding the trash in places that you wouldn't normally see it. Like, they were wet with some rocks, and they even were swept up into the streets. So it's
We can all do our part to help stop marine debris.
Don't litter. Global warming!
When you're out on your boat, make sure you tie down your stuff so it doesn't fall over your boat.
Pick up marine debris when you're out on the water. Work with your community to clean it up.
Monitor your plastic use and watch what kind of plastic you buy.
This is biodegradable plastic.
Reduce, repair, reuse, recycle.
Remember, if you change your neighborhood, you can do your part to help change the world.
Marine debris is a serious problem that needs to be solved. If we all do our part, we can make the world a better place.